It began with a statement that hit hard. "I didn't get here by being a snake. I got here by being good to people, being nice to people, and my karma is..." These words pierced the atmosphere at the Amsterdam stage as Drake spoke to thousands of fans during his performance, pausing the show with his candidness. When he stopped, leaving half of his thought hanging, the audience felt the impact. Drake wasn't just there to entertain, he was there to clarify his position in real time. By the way, welcome to Celebrity Hip Hop Showroom, where hip hop and celebrity drama never sleep, so hit that subscribe button so you never miss the mess. Let's get into it. This moment became the highlight of the night, not solely due to the location or the fact that it was part of his tour, but because of the message he chose to convey. A figure renowned for his lyrics and persona was now discussing themes of kindness, karma, and loyalty, drawing in billions of followers. That incomplete sentence, shared on foreign ground with adoring fans, opened the door to a deeper conversation, and that's where the true narrative unfolds. To grasp what Drake was doing in Amsterdam, why he felt the need to speak, what he intended, and why it's significant, you must look back at both recent news and pivotal moments in his career. In late July 2025, during his concert at Amsterdam's Ziggo Dome, Drake took a moment between songs to speak directly to his audience. "I didn't get here by being a snake. I didn't get here by being a piece of shit," he declared, cutting through the cheers and music. He continued, "I got here by being good to people, being nice to people. And my karma is..." before trailing off and allowing the crowd to finish his thought. This statement, along with its underlying sentiment, ignited extensive discussions online as fans sought to connect the moment to everything Drake has experienced. On one level, it seemed spontaneous, a star sharing his personal principles. However, given the context of Drake's career, marked by escalating feuds, discussions about loyalty and betrayal, and public speculation regarding authenticity, it felt deliberate. In the past year, Drake has increasingly focused on addressing snakes, those who have betrayed him, turned against him, or leaked information to the media. In some leaked freestyles from early 2025, he expressed, "I don't care about you snakes and these other musicians," indicating that his personal connections and investments have been tested by betrayal. During live performances, he has included tracks where he accuses others of pretending to be loyal while it's easier for them to play the victim. By the time he reached Amsterdam, fans were not just hearing new lyrics, they were witnessing a decision to embrace a reputation that goes beyond music, not through insults, but by reclaiming his identity. Reactions on TikTok and X quickly picked up on this sentiment. One clip noted, "He said it, never be a snake, but also never be a jerk. I told you he didn't get here by that behavior." Commenters remarked on how unusual it was to hear Drake speak so sincerely during a show. One viewer encapsulated it well. "That's what growth feels like. You don't need to mention who wronged you when your past speaks for itself." Cultural commentators began analyzing this decision. They observed how Drake, one of the most closely watched artists, continues to evolve his messaging. He is moving from high-profile diss tracks to a more profound discussion about character and legacy. By addressing fans during his performance with a moral perspective, he is shifting from reactive drama to taking control of his narrative. This shift is particularly significant in today's environment. Where drama and leaks once dominated the news, fans now seek introspection. Success in 2025 is not only measured by streaming numbers but also by trust, fan belief, and whether an artist is perceived as genuine or performative. When Drake spoke about kindness and karma in Amsterdam, he tapped into this expectation. But why focus on the idea of not being a snake? The term carries heavy connotations. In hip-hop culture, being a snake signifies betrayal, deceit, and opportunism. Drake's line, "I didn't get here by being a snake," contradicts his long-standing image as a loyal person. He has cultivated relationships with artists, brands, and even personal assistants over the years. This moment was intended to reaffirm that foundation. This occurred amidst broader scrutiny in the industry, with discussions about Drake distancing himself from collaborators, leaked studio sessions, and accusations of playing both sides in his feuds with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. In this chaotic environment, Drake's statement served as a reassurance. While the drama is evident, Don't forget how I got here. I took a different path. Fans interpreted this further, suggesting that he was essentially saying that if people are discussing his success, they must also acknowledge the kindness that contributed to it, as karma reflects that. Social media exploded with comments about how Drake's silence following a diss line, allowing fans to respond with applause, demonstrated humility. Many users remarked, "Let him speak, let the mic go silent." That shows maturity. Journalists covering the event noted that there was no reference to specific conflicts or artists. His message was abstract and deliberate. Instead of naming names, Drake was conveying a philosophy, a perspective on how he believes he achieved his success. Critics observed that while many artists might use a live performance to throw subtle jabs, Drake opted to express a value-based stance. It's also significant that he left his statement incomplete, allowing the audience to finish it with phrases like straight, good soul, or karma is real. He encouraged audience participation without scripting it, demonstrating a level of trust that indicates he seeks unity rather than division. Beyond the performance itself, the personal implications were significant. Drake has had to navigate public perception following recent controversies. It's no longer just about legality, but about his legacy. His brand partnerships and tour income rely on whether fans still feel a connection to him. Being open about his values is crucial for rebuilding trust. Historically in hip-hop, such declarations can signify pivotal moments in an artist's career. Redemption often involves acknowledgement. Jay-Z had 99 Problems, and Eminem had video analyses. In this instance, Drake's version is a line delivered in a European stadium, not shouting about his past actions, but reminding us of the person he aspires to be. From a broader perspective, this moment illustrates what superstar culture looks like in 2025. Larger stages, increased scrutiny, and higher stakes. Fame has shifted from being merely entertainment to something existential. When Drake delivered that line, he paused to challenge how others portray him. The audience, illuminated by stage lights abroad, became part of that message. The video clip showing thousands of fans silently finishing Drake's line has circulated widely. Fans described it as an eerie experience, feeling the collective solidarity of the audience. One viral caption noted, "Amsterdam finishing Drake's karma line like he wrote it for us." However, there are skeptics who view it as performative, a scripted moment masked as genuine emotion. This perspective is valid. Major artists often learn to use vulnerability strategically. Yet, others believe this moment was genuinely earned. Drake's long journey allows for a moment of introspection. Regardless, this instance goes beyond mere gossip. It becomes part of his narrative, showcasing self-awareness and growth. While diss tracks may fade quickly, one's ethos influences how they are remembered. Backstage, sources revealed that Drake was moved by the experience, telling close friends it meant more to him than any accolade. He expressed that at this stage in his career, legacy holds greater significance than chart performance, with karma being the true measure of success. In Toronto, fans watching the live stream analyzed the moment. TikTok creators produced videos dissecting how Drake engaged a stadium with a message about kindness. Social media discussions questioned whether it was genuine or a strategic move. Industry insiders also weighed in, suggesting that this marks Drake's evolution from pop star to a more mature figure in the music scene. He's not old, but he is more intentional in his approach. As he prepares for his next album, this could indicate a shift in his messaging toward themes of loyalty, empathy, and returning to his roots, rather than focusing solely on diss tracks. The unfinished line about karma sets the tone for his desire to build, uplift, and protect. This moment serves as a reminder that even amidst the chaos of diss culture and rap rivalries, there is still room for meaningful lines that don't directly call out others. There's space for genuine pauses and messages that resonate emotionally rather than financially. When he resumed his set with popular hits, the atmosphere had changed. The audience was not just there for the music, they were anticipating a moment of reflection. Musically, the rest of the Amsterdam performance was tight, with Drake delivering energetic sing-alongs, choreography, and visuals. Yet, every fan in attendance noted they would remember that particular line. It was a snapshot of the performance, As he transitioned from the verse into laugh now cry later, fans sensed a shift. He seemed to carry a weight before flipping the switch back to high energy. This is what happens when a superstar chooses to share their own story in an unplanned moment. It's more than just a phrase, it's an invitation. An invitation for others to act with integrity even when society glorifies disorder. That's more significant than a catchy pop lyric. For those listening, linking Drake's words to other snippets from leaked freestyles about betrayal and loyalty, the immediate reactions sometimes felt almost spiritual. One fan commented, "He wasn't exaggerating. That's the truth." Another said, "This is how legends communicate when they've moved beyond being entertainers and start being truth-tellers." However, none of this guarantees innocence or changes past events. But it does create an opportunity for reclaiming the narrative. Fast forward 6 months, and perhaps Drake will write a song about this moment. Maybe he'll pen a memoir. Or maybe it will just remain there. In that moment in Amsterdam, that unfinished thought, that crowd collectively inhaling and exhaling. Hip-hop fans will remember for years. The lights in Amsterdam went down. Drake paused. He spoke a line. The kind of line that conveys more through silence. And he didn't merely perform, he redefined a part of his narrative in real time. Ultimately, fame requires more than just chart-topping hits. It demands consistency between your words, your identity, and your actions. When Drake finished that line, or left it open-ended, he challenged us to hold him accountable. And that's uncommon. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.